Who is he going to defend today?
Not nobody defend, man. We all good. I know you ain't finna be talking crazy about Cole, though. We doing this now, we saving that for on air. I don't how y'all want to go about it.
Nah, I just was, you know what I'm saying, getting a temperature check to see where y'all was at.
You know where I'm at.
Check the temperature. You don't think it's a difference at all, though?
I think it's a difference of the sound. If you're making your own beats constantly, you risk your sound sounding the same. Like, at times. So if he's on other people's productions, it's like creating a song and not having to worry about the hook or everything and all that. You can just go on there and rap.
I got you.
But
so basically, based off what you just said, is there's a difference.
No, it's not. It's not a difference in lyricism or quality of music.
I'm talking execution of I'm on a feature versus execution of I'm on the album. Based off what you just said, that creatively he is kind of taking away from himself by creating the beats. Now, on these last, what was that, KOD?
Yeah. He had a more trap feel, KOD.
He did most of those tracks?
And it was more of a trappy feel. He tried to get into a different lane from For Your Eyes Only and Force Hill Drive.
But it still was pretty...
I don't even think so. I don't even think it was.
You think it's a difference though between album J. Cole and
I think I think naturally, if you're an artist, if you don't have to worry about a full production, that's like you having to do this podcast by yourself. Yeah. Like if you was Colin Cowherd as opposed to doing a 3-man show. You having to carry a show by yourself, you have to worry about every single aspect. As opposed to me and Shields being here, then we carry the load different ways. That don't make you any less.
That's a clear difference, though.
But no, but what I'm saying.
Am I wrong?
No, but the way he's saying difference is with a negative connotation because he was in a group chat talking about the man make sleepy time music. He make NyQuil music. Ain't nobody talking about man make no NyQuil music.
That's when you add the little
No, bro.
Add my little trolling spice on it, but
trolling spice.
Trolling get motherfuckers locked up nowadays, man.
Yeah, you better be careful, man.
But at the end of the day,
you ain't got no face tats, but still, man, be careful.
I'm finna go get me some.
No, get no face tats.
Hey, you better watch your emails. Be careful in that group chat.
I'm finna go get 747 right here, big.
Big 747.
Right here.
Boeing gonna sue you. All the jet companies finna sue you.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna get a 747 right here, and then I'm gonna get a little plane like right here.
That's funny, though.
Yeah.
What up? I'm Javon Berry.
Just call me, Z.
747 Shields, what it do?
And this is the Baselines and Beats podcast.
Your one-stop shop for hoops, hip-hop, and everything related to the culture.
Man, real quick, man, salute to the Baseline squad, man. We've been seeing all the love, all the support, man. We really appreciate y'all. I want to remind y'all that our podcast is available virtually anywhere podcasts are found. At Spotify, there's Apple Music, Google Play. Where else we at, fellas?
Everywhere, man.
Everywhere. Just Google Baselines and Beats the podcast, man. We out here, man, and make sure to subscribe on YouTube, like and follow on Facebook and IG. How y'all fellas doing today, man?
Feeling good?
Chilling, man. What's going on? What's up with y'all, man? I seen you was kicking it with like Mickey Mouse or something.
Yeah, man. I was out here,
place,
man. I was doing a little bit of traveling.
How old is Mickey Mouse?
Mickey like in his hundreds or something like that.
Y'all on first name basis.
That's my dog, man. We had to figure a few things out,
Y'all like him old. You like him old, huh? Y'all was looking cold.
It's smart. Yeah. You see, he was lining it up. For the sake of the show, I let him line it up to go. Yeah, man. Well, it's easy, man.
What y'all was on though? I see he put you through a course or something.
He put you through a course. I went to go take a course, man, for to take this podcast to the next level. But we gonna talk about that later, man. We got some big things popping.
Okay.
But also, man, I was working on some behind the scenes Spider-Man MCU deals. So. Working on that too. But glad to see y'all, brothers.
You be careful out here, man.
What you mean, man? I'm out here. I'm trying to take the pod to the next level.
You be careful while you out here. Right? I'm just saying, I'm concerned for your safety. That's
I'm good,
all.
brother. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. Y'all good, man? Good? How everything been? Anything new, exciting going on?
Just turned 30 out here, man.
Oh, I forgot. Clap it up, Z. Just turned 30 out here. Big 30, man.
Big dog Z, man.
How you feeling, man? How 30 feeling?
I feel old as hell, dude.
It's small,
Like,
man.
real talk, man. Like, my knees is crunching all over the place, man.
Oh, man.
It just happened.
It feels
Like you just
it
woke
did.
up the next day
Like,
from
I feel
being
like
29.
I woke up 30 and was just like a ghost or something. Like,
It's small.
like that episode of the Bernie Mac show when he felt like he's turning into an old man. That's how I felt.
You wild, man. You a wild boy.
That's rough, bro.
Shields, what you got going on, man? What's popping with you?
Chilling, man. This new book, man. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, you got work. You got titles. You got process. None released yet.
I got a title and all that, but I ain't releasing nothing. It's too fire. I don't want to release nothing yet, man. I'm keeping everything close to the vest, man, until it's time to, you know what I'm saying, drop. But this gonna be something special.
That's dope, man. My man, nice with the pen. Super nice.
100grandpen.com. Go check me out.
Check them out.
Check the mans out, man. All right, man. So let's get this popping, man. I've been seeing in the news that the man Kanye is dropping a new album. What's that? September 27th supposed to come out. What's the date?
Yeah.
I think that was.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King, man. How we feeling about new Ye on the way? Give me your thoughts, fellas. Z, you are the lead Kanye.
He the Kanye correspondent.
Yeah, man. So
I'm gonna try to get out the way for Shields because Shields be acting like Kanye don't exist at times.
There's been a couple posts I seen him pop up on.
But nah, I don't know, man. It's I hate to say it, he ain't been doing a whole bunch of Trump talk lately, and he trying to spread more love and positivity and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Shields got a lot of disdain over that. I mean to cut you off, man.
Like,
he got a lot of disdain.
To be the positive person that I am, I hate to come to the podcast because I feel like I be like the only negative one in the room when we talk about shit. Like,
you feel like you the only negative one?
I feel like I be negative, but
You think so?
I don't be feeling these niggas.
He do be playing devil's advocate a lot,
He do?
though, man.
That's it,
I wouldn't say he just like
Not with me,
super
man.
duper
I don't
negative.
know how we always on the, cause y'all two be on the same side. Then it be, y'all know y'all be one of the twin powers activate.
I mean,
shit,
thought
man.
that was so cool.
I don't know what you identify as. So
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
going
You gotta
Blank.
be careful, man. It's 2019.
Yeah, I
you
know.
gotta be careful out here, man.
straight and blank man.
Black man. That's your movie too,
Yeah,
ain't it?
black man. Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Smug is a fool.
Yeah, Blank
Go
man.
ahead, get into it. See what we talking about.
But he focusing more on spreading love and positivity and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
The Sunday service when he first started doing it, I felt like it was came off as kind of like a gimmick or whatever, or him searching for attention.
Okay.
He been a little bit he been super consistent doing the Sunday services. He just did one in the Shy, did one for the crib.
You mean super consistent? What do you mean?
Like doing them, like it wasn't like he just did one that one time and was like, I'm finna open up a church and that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on to that because we're gonna get back to that. But keep going.
But yeah, like and then he taking all these other songs and remixing them, make them gospel records and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Musically, I'm down for it, man.
Musically, you down for it?
Yeah.
So you're excited to check the project out?
I'm here for it.
Okay.
I wouldn't
All
say I'm as excited as I was for.
Well, obviously, this ain't 2006 or 8 or nothing like that.
But it's a different Kanye.
Right. Facts.
So,
Okay.
but I'm down for the music.
I'm sick of all of it.
What you mean? Talk to him,
I'm
shit.
sick of. I'm sick of all the Kanye talk. Period, man.
Okay.
Like, y'all already know how I feel about Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's no secret on this podcast.
Facts.
Even beginning with all the talk of the Sunday service. Like, I never been to a Sunday service. I don't know. But I'm just sick of the talk from both sides. People capping for him and then people, who on his heels about it. Like, I never, and correct me if I'm wrong, was this ever advertised as church?
No.
It was never advertised as church.
This was not church.
So it was always a Sunday service. So a Sunday service could be anything. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, they are singing gospel songs, but they are mixing in rap songs. I've even heard house music, I think. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Chance was up there dancing with him with the
you
house
know what I'm saying? It's been house music. So I look at it as like, it's a gospel jam session. We all know what a jam session is, right?
Facts,
like
yep.
I think that's what it is to me when I just see little clips. I think this is like a Sunday gospel jam session. So, you know, everybody trying to put their labels on it because of what they think it is, or saying that, oh man, he having church, he disrespecting God, he doing this, that, and the third. I ain't going all that far, and I'm not a fan of Kanye. But like I said,
or anymore?
Anymore. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Just because of the antics and all that, I just can't rock with it.
Okay.
And then even with the Sunday service, when all of this started, we don't hear from Kanye until he about to sell us something. So this was one long rollout for whatever this album is finna be. Now we get this album, Jesus is King. Oh man, I knew he was coming with a gospel album. Anybody heard any tracks off this?
You know, there was a leak. I don't know if it's gonna be the same thing, but I don't know if y'all knew it. Like a month or so ago, it was a brief leak on YouTube.
I heard about it, but I
didn't get to check on it.
I never checked it out.
Yeah, that's a good point that you brought up, though. When you said he was being consistent, do you think this is for an overall rollout? Do you think this is okay? I'm gonna do these Sunday services. I know my name ain't the best in the media right now. I've been wilding. Let me try to do something. I guess what I'm trying to ask is this Kanye, is this Kanye being genuine, or is this another overall marketing machine move?
I mean, when you think about it, man, when you have people who are so deep into what they do, the way Kanye is,
Okay.
everything is marketing.
Everything is marketing.
Yeah, I know that sound like a super duper cop out, whatever,
Okay.
but like you think about the way that we see Kanye live his life, the whole Kardashian aspect of everything, like everything's marketing.
Okay.
So I feel like it is like a little bit of like genuineness to it.
Okay.
Not sure if that's a word at all, but
You know what you mean.
okay, yeah. But I feel like there are some genuine feelings there, or whatever. But of course, is some marketing there because, like he say, we don't hear from Kanye unless he getting ready to sell us something. You know what I'm saying? He's saying before he wanted to open up a church. Of course, it's an album on the way. Mm-hmm. It's not like we was hearing from Kanye doing the Sunday services before, but of course, like we see now, he was getting into album mode.
Okay.
So, if good music comes from it, I'm not upset from it. I'm not upset about it though.
Do you feel torn anyway because of his actions over the last year and a half, and right now is part of you like, man, the stuff that he said is like she'll say, because of his antics, he really is not a fan anymore.
Yeah, big time.
Do you feel torn like, man, Joe, you know, I understand, because someone who's pessimistic about the situation could be like, man, this dude said all this wild stuff and then was just like, all right, man, we finna remix some Aaliyah records, put a gospel twist on it, and now everybody just forgot about it. That's what somebody would say with a pessimistic view on it. You know what I mean? Because that could be his motive. Then you hear the other reports where, I guess, somebody who's real big on the social justice, T.I. is out here saying, you know, he feel like Kanye is back to being an OEA, him and Ryan Fest made up.
And then that was another thing I had a problem with, man. Everybody, you know, Kanye's healed, man, and if this is what he needs to do to, you know, to heal and to cleanse himself, then so be it. I ain't heard Kanye come out and say nothing about being healed, cleansed, none of that.
You seen him part the people?
Like, why is everybody a spokesperson for somebody who don't speak? Like, show me his manager. What a manager is. Like, I haven't heard him say anything out his mouth at all. And like I said, if it ain't time to sell something, we ain't hearing from him. And then when he do open his mouth, like, I feel like Kanye is one of them people that feel like there's no such thing as bad press. Because he will jump off the ledge, and like it just seemed like it don't really matter to him. Like, he'll just say whatever he feeling at that moment, whatever he feel may, you know, just reel the people on in. You know, he supposed to be moving to Chicago and never leaving again. Like,
now he going to Wyoming.
I mean, that's your business, man. Do what you want. I don't care where you live at. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you hear those kind of statements, and it's like, oh, you know, the good old boy, he's back home. Mm-hmm. Nah, fam. I'm going to Wyoming.
When you say the ain't no good press is, you know, no press is,
press.
Is that's kind of like the Kardashian business model, right? I mean, it's...
Yeah.
more or less.
Makes sense.
Right.
People
Yeah.
talking about you and you getting profit from it.
So, I mean,
And somebody of a star of that magnitude, do we need these long drawn rollouts full of the antics and just he feel like it's genuine? I mean, I can't say that.
Speak to it.
I can't say that during these Sunday services and just the rollout, he's not being genuine and having a good time and enjoying doing this, but I don't feel like it's genuine.
Was y'all surprised about the turnout when he came back here? Because he did two different things. He did the thing in the park, and then he did something at the church. Wasn't surprised at all?
Not surprised at all.
Okay. Because, it was definitely...
Not even a little bit. I feel like, you have people who jump off the ship and then, you hear one good thing or... Kanye bringing this Sunday service to Chicago. All right, we back on. I mean, it really is a chance to go enjoy a Sunday jam session concert. All right, we down. Let's go see what's to it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at the people.
Excited about the album.
Am I excited about the album? I wouldn't say excited.
You not listening to it at all?
I mean, just for the sake of this podcast, I may try to give it a listen.
I
But
feel you.
yeah, just that's about it.
I'm not sure how to feel about Ye. We done had this conversation several times. I feel like if y'all two out of the both ends of the spectrum, I'm somewhere in the middle, but I kind of lean a little towards Shields.
You like bye?
I don't think because well, Z straight and you the other hand. I'm in the middle. So
You just said you was in the middle. So
Yeah, I
I'm
got
trying
you.
To see. I'm just trying to see which way
it
you
is
lean,
wild, man. But because of we had talked about this a few times, but the annex hit home for me because, like I said, I understand the effects of a large platform, a large voice, and what they can do. You know what I mean? I don't know if you say those things and you truly mean them. What takes place in a year or so, you're not that person anymore. For the sake of the show, we probably are gonna listen to the music and we'll critique the music. I mean, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if I ever had that same feeling for him. You know what I mean? That same excitement or whatever. I don't know if he's struggling with the mental issues like the reports are saying. I don't know if this was just a whole rollout to make bread. Because if y'all done seen the Forbes report, he is the highest paid hip hop artist this year. He done passed Jake, $125 million this year.
I think most of that from shoes.
Oh, most of that is from
definitely
shoes.
from shoes.
No, absolutely. But him putting his brand out there and promoting his shoes at the same time with this stuff going on, with him being a celebrity, plays a part to that. So I don't know what to feel. I seen Taylor Swift said something recently about how sporadic he can be. When he said he tried to piece it up with her, and he told her to please present this Vanguard award to me at the MTV Awards. And then she was so excited because of the stuff that happened with 2009. And he was like, oh, they finna make up, it's finna be cool. She get on the stage with him, and he just hop on the stage like, MTV wanted Taylor Swift up here with me for ratings. and I'm like, Joe, that's kind of wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a little whack. And then she talked about the stuff that how he can be phony, and the stuff that he did with Drake, with Pusha T, if that really was the case, and, snitching and telling all his business. So
makes sense.
I don't know, but if he two-faced, he two-faced. But we'll check out the album. I reserve my.
Are you excited about the album?
I can't say I'm excited for it. The last couple albums haven't had anything.
You say last couple, which one specifically? Ye,
Kissy, Ghost.
Pablo
is 1 to 10. Pablo is on our grading scale. Pablo is probably a. Pablo is like a 3 trophy. What's 3 trophy?
It's cool.
It's cool. That's definitely Pablo.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing that I was excited about. So like I said, man, I don't know if the man just phony. I don't know if he playing us. Like you said, he was phony with Taylor Swift. He was phony with Drake and did the snitching on him stuff. So I don't know.
And clearly, if what everybody is saying, this Jesus is King album is going to be a gospel album, it's definitely going to be something different. It's going to be in a different lane from what we probably used to listening to. So, you know, you just don't really know what to expect.
So we don't know what type of music we don't get from him.
Yeah, but that's why, like you was talking about him being phony and like
Possibly being funny.
yeah, but that's why when you ask me about how I felt about Kanye right now, I'm like, you know, it could be some genuine feelings, whatever, but it's like the whole Kardashian model of promoting yourself. I can't see myself getting wrapped up in Kanye right now the way 19-year-old Z was wrapped up in Kanye.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the music's good, I'm going to listen to it. If you, like, really wilding in your personal life to the point where R. Kelly was, we had to just cut everything R. Kelly off,
Facts.
it could get there. Right now, I'm still at a point where I can separate some of Kanye's music from the man.
You can separate the music from what he got going on.
Right, but
All right, well.
but now it's like if the music's trash, I'm not gonna listen to it. I heard Ye like once, maybe twice, and went back to it.
Are you pretty much excited about whatever? Like if Kanye was making beats for somebody, producing an album for somebody, would you be excited about it?
It depends on the artist
I'm
and it
listening.
depends on what's coming from it. Because like I got excited for a Kanye Nas project, and that wasn't it for him.
Kanye produced a whole album for Tekashi 6ix9ine. You excited?
It's gonna be a lot of snitching on that album.
It'll do numbers.
It'll do numbers.
It would do numbers.
so?
It's gonna be snitching like a motherfucker. It's gonna be singing like a motherfucker.
What y'all think about everything that we've been hearing? Tekashi been talking to a lot of people lately, man. Telling on a lot of people. What's y'all thoughts on the whole situation, man? From the genesis to where we are now.
I mean, it ain't no real surprise. I don't think nobody should be surprised.
Oh, 1 second. Baseline Squad Shields is our hood correspondent, former street guy in the streets, so he will be able to break down life in the streets. Give it to him, Shields.
All eyes on know what he's talking about.
Give it to him, Shields.
Stand up citizen. Yeah,
2-5.
I mean, I don't know though. Like, you know, I just think, you know, I think the world saw this coming. I don't think that, you know, the world saw this snitching to this level.
It's like comical, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's just like, man, you don't know who he gonna implicate next. Like,
I'm trying to make sure y'all ain't got no ties to something that's gonna take the show down.
I'm squeaky clean out here.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yo, the reports coming out is like, man, you know, find out who get implicated next on the next episode of Law and Order.
Man, gee.
He is like throwing everybody under the bus. But that also just lets you know that they've been having these conversations behind doors.
Facts.
All them questions they already know the answer. This is just, okay, now we putting this out, public information, and it's on record. You know what I'm saying? That's all that it is. So I don't know what Jim Jones got going on, Cardi B. I don't even know why they coming up in their conversations. But however they came up, clearly Tekashi 6ix9ine had no problem mentioning, hey, yeah, they with the shits.
Did y'all hear the Jim Jones audio?
I didn't listen
That
to it.
got released. So Jim Jones is a while back. I remember they were saying audio got released of a member of the 9 Trey Bloods and another high ranking dude that they took on. They didn't say who the other person was, but that person was like, "Man, y'all need to violate Shorty. He ain't no gang member. He been tripping, violent, blah." That was Jim Jones. Like I listened to the audio
I
today.
read the transcript of it. I just ain't
Man,
never heard it.
hey, Jimmy on there doing a lot of talking, bro. He talking just crazy, man. You know one thing I don't understand though?
What's that?
If y'all doing whatever y'all doing, why is he involved in so much of it? You know what I mean? Like why does he know so much?
That's an interesting question that has been raised, and definitely been raised by a lot of like dudes who come from the street and come from that world. Like, I mean, it just clearly makes no sense, especially if you know like he not built like this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then that's the other thing. Everybody knew that Tekashi he don't come from that. He don't know nothing about the street code and street laws that you supposed to abide by when you choose to live this lifestyle. So
Can you
it's
break
like
some of them street laws down for us?
no. So,
See, he good.
you know what I'm
good,
saying?
bro.
It's like why I mean, Nip said it, like, never seen a dude who was fake that was not exposed. Like, why is everybody so surprised at this? He not from that. He don't abide by them laws. So I'm not giving him no pass, but it's expected though. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, it's dudes who come from that snitch. You know what I'm saying? So I was ain't nothing surprising about this to me. And especially he from New York, so they got like the biggest rats in history.
That's a double entendre. You catch it
though.
Do we need to go down the line?
Go ahead, break it. No, break it down.
No, I'm not.
You talking about like actual rats or rats? Because New York got some big rats.
I ain't never been to New York, so
that's what they say. They got big rats. It was double. I caught your bomb, man.
They got like rats or like
rats,
chicken head rats.
Chicken head rats, hood rat.
Hood rats.
Triple entendre.
Yeah.
This boy is good, bro.
What year is it though? Y'all talking about chicken heads
Z, break down.
and shit.
So CJ not making these beats for nothing, fam. We finna. This a family legacy. We finna get back out here.
First single, rats.
Rats on rats on rats. We out here, baby.
Man, I don't know. Man. To me, the whole situation is just it's just wild. I've been seeing people kicking little theories like, was he a plant? Was he being put in that situation to take down the Bloods? I don't know.
That's a reach, man.
Man, because they put that dude in harm's way or so, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a super reach.
Super reach.
Super duper. Like, the conspiracy theories be wild, fam. Like, wow. They be out there, like, straight up. Make no sense.
I'm gonna tell you the best part about this whole situation, though.
Oh, man.
The memes, dude.
The memes is fire.
The memes is freaking hilarious.
The memes is fire. Dude. Everybody going down with the memes.
It's hilarious right
bro,
now. Bro,
Your Honor, have you ever heard of a fire stick? Yeah, so
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so it's this program called Cody. I'm like, oh man,
snitching on everybody, man.
Hey, that's wild.
Talking about, you know what Tommy work, man.
HD.
Like,
that's
CJ,
funny too.
We can't watch no movies tonight, man.
Tekashi.
We don't want them come kick the door down, man.
Hey, man, that's funny, dude. So, who do y'all think is to blame? Is it just the power of social media? Is it, Muz looking for fame? Should they not have put him in that position? Like what, man? Because Muz serving 15, 20 years off of like a year's success for this man.
I think, and it quick.
Lukewarm.
Quick.
You know how you put food in the microwave and you take it out and it's still cold? You got to warm it back up? That was that man's career, bro.
He had a year run, man, and, a
lot of hollering on beats, too.
Damn, that's crazy.
I never really listened to his music like that, so I don't really know.
A lot of yelling.
But I think it showed the power of social media and also how destructive social media can be, and you not realize it because you like lost in the sauce of social media fame. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he thought that he was behind like some bulletproof wall where he could just, do all this trolling and be involved in all these things and, portray yourself to be from a world that you really don't know like the ins and outs of. And then you get in the thick of it, it start hitting the fan, and now things kind of go on another way. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get extorted, kidnapped.
That's wild, man.
Boning your chick, like it get wild, and it's a dirty game. The streets is dirty. Like, it's not, it ain't for play
at all.
And I think he clearly see that now. But I tell you what, though,
break it down.
I think if he was to put out a song, or if
a gospel album,
whoever got his catalog of music, if he put out a song right now, it'll do numbers.
Shoot up.
It'll do numbers. Because there's gonna be people who gonna listen to it, and then there's gonna be people who just gonna listen to it just to see what he talking about. Either way, he gonna win. The career is over with though.
Yeah,
no more shows.
That's done and over with. Yeah, because all this snitching, nah, fam.
The crazy part is, you got to worry about your family too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the kid and other family members or whatever. You got to.
It's over with.
Man,
that's ugly, man.
As far as who to blame, though, I gotta say everybody.
Everybody to blame.
Because like you say, social.
We all are part of this.
No, not me. No. It might be bigger than Nino Brown, but it ain't got nothing to do with
nothing to do with you.
No, but positive.
Where you get them glasses?
Hey, chill out, bro. Hey, Barry out here again.
No, man.
There you go. Tekashi definitely would be getting off if he had you, though, man.
If I was his lawyer, man,
wouldn't be no snitching, huh?
Wouldn't be no snitching.
Nah, but seriously though, Social media definitely turned him into a monster.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And the people that's around him that put him in the situation to the point where he got all this dirt and information on people.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
If you know he not built like that, like why you just finna put him in a situation where he can like literally take all y'all to jail?
Facts.
That's stupid.
You think it's on us a little bit, as not us personally, but us as a society, because we glorify a lot of that nonsense. Because the extortion thing been going on forever. We know so many stories of people, street cats who made the transition into doing music and promoting acts or doing whatever. But with this particular case, it didn't go that way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You think it's more, does it say more about us as a society, like we glorifying the mess? The man talking about for example, talking about he ran up on Chief Keef and then shot over, jumped out at O Block at 3:30 in the morning for 30 seconds, recorded a video, hopped in the car and dipped out. You know what I mean?
I think it's only a certain demographic though
that look for that.
Yeah, I don't think that's like how you said, like we as a society. I don't think we as a society is glorifying that. I think that's a small demographic and a small faction of people who into that, and they gonna share it, they gonna retweet it, they gonna laugh at it, they gonna make light of it to where he sees that and like, oh, this is it's doing numbers. I don't think any of us in this room is finna be like, oh yeah, that's crazy, man. You wild for that. Nah, I don't think we like looking at that. That sounds like
something you would say.
Nah,
that's crazy, man. You wild.
Yeah, but if I'm not listening to what you saying, if I'm trying to get you to shut up,
that's crazy.
Like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, we all do that though.
You like you a Tekashi fan, man. I don't know,
bro. Chill.
All right, man.
Yeah, you listen to Tekashi?
No. I heard the. It's if it if it
All right, we got it.
That joint. I heard that joint. I said it's a lot of I'm sorry.
About to blow it in the eardrum in here, man. What's going on?
I heard that joint, man. But
thought you liked that different music.
It's just a lot of yelling. I couldn't make out a lot of what he was saying, bro. I feel old, man. I feel old saying it, bro.
There's a lot of yelling.
Man, there was a lot of yelling.
Hippity hop music.
And I grew up listening to Busta Rhymes, bro. But yeah, man, it's a lot of
same, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of distorted sounds and all that. But
speaking of that different music, man, I'm interested to hear what y'all think of this EarthGang album.
Break it down.
Who gonna break it down?
You got it.
Well, I gotta go first.
Go ahead.
Don't ever look at him in his eyes and tell him to break it down.
I
appreciate it, brother.
I didn't look at him in his eyes.
You was what?
I looked in his direction. It wasn't in his eyes.
You looked through the lens of his glasses.
Hey man, why you so focused on my eyes looking at his eyes?
You was talking.
What kind of weird?
You talking.
I'm gonna look at your eyes while you look at Z eyes.
You talking. Well, I mean, ain't that what we do? We looking at the person who's talking.
Okay, my bad. So I can't look at Z eyes, but you can look at my eyes.
Give us a breakdown of an album. Don't break down nothing for me.
You just said the same thing.
I did not say. Give us a breakdown of the album.
I'm sorry.
Talking about break it down.
Hey Z, look at me.
Chris
Give us
Brown,
a breakdown of the album.
All right, bro, chill.
Give us a breakdown.
I'm like, I'm married, cuz.
Go ahead, man. Y'all extra up here, bro.
Nah, I thought the album was pretty dope, man. Hit him with the
Ooh, here you go.
hit him with the metric system again, Shields.
What's that?
The trophies.
The trophies
metric
are. Damn, I done created it. One trophy is fuck out of here.
Yep.
2 trophies is nah, fam.
Yep.
3 trophies is cool. 4 is that shit decent, and 5 is
Oh God, that's fire.
That's fire.
Cool. Steph, it's not a 5 for me. I'm floating somewhere between 3 and 4. Cause I like the album. I thought it was a dope project. I ain't really been up on EarthGang like that, and going into it, I saw like a meme where somebody said something like, listening to EarthGang is like listening to like Outkast with 2 Andre 3000.
That was GS Jules. Said that.
Who the hell is that?
Yes, Jules is the white girl social influencer who's got in trouble for saying a lot of N-word stuff, and also is the one supposedly that Pusha T said. Never mind. Keep going.
Was she hating on black women too?
Hating on black women, hating on Scotty Beam, hating on Yes Jules put out a tweet and said listening to EarthGang is like listening to Outkast with 2 Andre 3000s and people was getting on us like, don't you ever disrespect Big Boy
That
like
is
that?
mad disrespectful.
Whatever. She was saying she wasn't saying it like that. She was just saying it's just 2 Andre 3000. They both mirror that sound. I don't really rock with Yes Jules, so I don't give a fuck what she was talking about. But yeah.
You don't watch your mouth, do your granny watch this?
I'm sorry, Granny. I did not mean to curse like that. She don't rock with Yes Jules either.
But nah, I thought it was dope. I didn't think like 2 Andre 3000s. That's a lot to be putting on somebody. I understand like why somebody would say that though, just because like the sound it does mirror that a lot. Whatever.
Okay.
There's a couple of joints. I think I like the Top Down joint. The 2 singles that's off of there. The one with Kalani, I was digging that joint. There's a couple of them stood out to me, but I was definitely digging it though.
Y'all like Kalani?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I rock
Yeah,
with her.
she pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Shoes? Negative man.
It ain't even. I don't even think it's really negative with this album. I think this album is just. The music they make is just not for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's their first project though, right? I think this their first official joint.
Like, yeah,
right?
I think it's their first official joint.
Okay.
I've heard like, and as an album, I don't think I can sit and listen to a whole album with them. Can I listen to them on features? Cool, because I think they dope. But listening to the album, it definitely got the Outkast feel with the different sounds that they bring musically. I applaud them for, in this day and age, 2019, being able to, come onto the music scene and trying something so different and going so left with a sound that you're not going to hear from any other group or artist like that. But like I said, just listening to the album, I just don't think it's something that I'm going to be rushing to get back to. I think Kalani had the best verse on the album to me. Like, when the beat changed on Trippin', I'm like... I'm listening to the whole album, and I'm just, straight face. And when it got to Trippin' and the beat changed for Kalani verse, I'm like, okay, maybe we got something. Her verse go off, and then it was back to,
yeah,
just not for me.
I think it was. I'm kind of with you as a baseline when we brought it up in the chat a few days ago. I had listened to it, and why. I'm trying to revisit it in my mind now. There's nothing that really stuck out too tough for me. First project. I liked what they did on Revenge of the Dreamers. He had some dope joints on there. It's nothing that's too memorable, but it's the first project. Everybody don't knock it out the park. We getting room to grow, and
But they dope though. They dope though. So I don't want it to, like I said, make it seem like, like they trash, get them. Because I don't think anything I heard was like, what is that?
But it's just not like mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like an example of a different sound for me that grabbed my ear and I was like, what's this? It's like when I first heard Anderson .Paak. First hearing that is like, okay, this is something new. This is something crazy. I want more of this. EarthGang solid, but I think they still got room to grow.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. They got some
I swear I thought y'all was finna say something totally different when y'all start talking, especially you, because you was like, man, I'm interested to see what y'all got to say about it.
What you thought he was gonna say?
I thought he was gonna be digging it, man.
It's all good though.
Man,
man.
Chills is definitely a tricky dude over here.
You can't put a pin on him, man.
You can't,
Hey man, don't try to confine me to a box.
Trying to
man.
put-
You know what I'm
he's trying to
saying? I gotta
confine-
be unpredictable.
Yeah,
out
he
there,
got a lot of moves, man. He good. He's a lethal scorer, like my boy KD. The man, Kevin Durant.
We with you. Let's get it, man.
Aren't you representing him with your law firm?
Well, Kevin Durant has been in the news lately. He has made some statements. I wanted to get y'all thoughts on the statements.
No, give your thoughts on his statement.
First, for the people watching, tell us what he said.
Which
said a
one?
lot.
He said a lot. Cost me a lot. Chain on my watch.
Break it down.
KD came out and was
You're
first.
lame.
What you on, G? What you on? What you call me?
Go ahead.
You hate him, bro.
He wasn't gonna let you slide. I thought he was gonna let it go.
Yeah, later, man.
I was about to, but nah. I can't let you live.
You a lame.
He was
He
excited
came,
about it.
It came out. It's like a little ad lib. You a lame. Just out of nowhere, G. Man, KD my mans. I rock with KD on the court. He's super solid. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I wasn't really for a lot of the comments.
You never said what he said, though.
I'm getting into it.
Okay.
Okay, come give me a second.
You long intro,
give me a
bro.
second, brother. Did you intro police? Segue police last episode. Intro police.
I mean, I was. Since you brought it up, man, you've been working on your segues. I'm actually proud of you.
I appreciate
Give
that.
it up for my man with the segues, man.
I'm trying to get the show love title back
I
from
was
Shields.
about to ruin it because when he segued, I was like, in my head, I was proud of him and I was gonna say something, but I said, no, don't spoil it. Just let it flow.
The first one, when he did it, I was like, "Ooh, look at this dude, man! Been out here practicing and whatnot, man. Go ahead with your bad self, man."
Because you know what he used to do? His favorite line when we were like, yeah, so let's make
switch
another
gears.
transition. Yeah, so we gonna make another transition.
Let's change lanes, man. Let's switch gears real quick,
Yeah,
man.
switching gears real quick, man.
What else we got on the docket? What's going on?
Yeah, man, let's make another transition.
That's how y'all feel.
Hey, man, hey.
Hey, kid, don't be shaking your head over there, man. What you on, bro?
We be like, damn.
Episode 21, we making
Yeah.
progress, baby.
Man, we out here
man.
working on the segues, man.
Segway God in the house, man.
It's all good.
what's happening, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Give my flowers while I'm still here.
Yeah,
Got
KD came out and criticized the Warriors system first, which I thought was kind of trash for one major reason. KD said, the motion offense that they run is good for the first 2 rounds, right? When you get to third and fourth rounds, you got to do a bit of ISO. Steph came back and was like, "Yo, we all love to play ISO." Steph, like, I'm trying to win championships. To sum it up, you know what I mean? We all can't play ISO. It was interesting to me. I seen somebody posted. I don't know if I forget where it was, but correct me if I'm wrong. The reason that Kevin Durant left Oklahoma City was it was too much isolation basketball.
Yes.
Kevin Durant goes to Golden State to play more of a system, and now you complain that it's not enough isolation basketball. Now you're entitled to feel how you want to feel, but for me, the whole talk trash about an organization that helped you win these championships and all that, that's a little corny to me. And I rock with KD.
And remember, when he first went there, the reason he said he went there was because he loved the system. He loved the system, and that's why he went there. He wanted to play that style of basketball. It looked fun, and he wanted to be a part of that.
I thought that was corny because that same motion offense beat them in OKC when they was up 3-1. So, you know what I mean?
Super corny, actually.
So yeah, I thought that was a little trash. And I'm hearing about I don't even know if y'all heard about the beef that he supposedly had with Steve Kerr. Was talking about he really wasn't feeling the way that Steve Kerr approached some things or whatever. I don't know how true that is or what, but the whole situation, if you want to go to Brooklyn, fine, do your thing. And the way I think Steph was gonna handle it, the best way, that's how Steph always, he's gonna be professional about it. He's not gonna bash him. He's not gonna talk trash about him. Because if it wasn't for Steph making it like Steph was the superstar there, in the same way that Dwayne Wade was a superstar in Miami when Bron came over there, and he realized, you might be a better player than me, so I'm gonna take this step back, support you in this role, and we're gonna win these chips. On your way out, bro, don't do all this. That's just a little too much talking for me. No matter how much game you got.
Talking.
You know what I mean? I really wasn't rocking with it too tough. But y'all give me your thoughts on it.
He like the Tekashi 6ix9ine of the NBA.
He is not the Tekashi 6ix9ine of the NBA, dude.
6ix9ine of the NBA, man.
Hey, in a way, he right, though.
Oh, wow.
Nah, because he...
Wonder Twin Powers! Go ahead. In a way, he right, Hal. Yo,
Wait for the crickets.
nah, go ahead. Put your...
Nah.
Go ahead.
You being corny,
Use
bro.
the left hand with the ring.
Nah, you're being corny, bro. Nah, but it was initially meant to be a joke when I said it.
Okay.
But you like
Shape of.
Nah,
Go ahead.
man, Segway guy was killing it.
Go
today,
ahead, man,
But
go.
you ruined everything.
Nice nigga. Go, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna just let Shields get back to
No,
it.
go ahead. No, you say it's Tekashi
But
6ix9ine.
because he's talking too much, man.
Okay.
He's just talking too much.
That's just it.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. Like, what are we doing here? I mean,
Well, KD can't beat Tekashi because, KD can back it up on the court.
he's Tekashi because, one, he talking too much, and then two, this is what I've come to expect from KD. I expect this type of behavior from him. It's not a surprise to me. Just like the whole way the Tekashi thing unfolded.
Time out. I'm not finna let y'all make KD Tekashi, bro. It's not finna happen.
I mean, I'm not saying that they the same magnitude, but I'm clearly laying out the parallels for you. I mean, are they that hard to pick up?
KD not Tekashi,
Are the parallels I'm drawing that hard to pick up? You talking too much, and this is what I've come to expect from you. Why is that a hard concept for you to grasp? What are we doing here?
No, bro. KD not Tekashi. You know, Antonio Brown's Tekashi.
Fam.
You think so?
Yeah, Antonio Brown definitely Tekashi.
Like, paint the picture, bro.
Big facts, man. Antonio Brown not Tekashi?
How?
Acting crazy, talking too much, getting fired.
Did I not just say that KD talking too much and you said no?
Tekashi got fired from Trey White. Antonio Brown got cut from the Raiders and now you cut from the Pats?
What you got in that water bottle?
I'm just saying, man. It's just, I don't know.
You reaching today,
I
man.
don't know, man.
Man, KD the Tekashi of the NBA, like I said,
He's not
man.
the Tekashi of the NBA.
Nigga, you talk too much for one.
You can't be the Tekashi of that. That's like saying Tekashi the best rapper in the game.
Kevin Durant not the best basketball player in the world.
Crazy in the mob. When healthy.
Well, I'd be crazy. Then.
Who is better than Kevin Durant when healthy?
We're not finna do this. Look,
Okay.
we talking about KD.
Just for one thing too. I don't like how y'all ever admitted in the genesis of the show in the first episode. I told y'all LeBron was the third best player in the league, and y'all thought I was crazy, and y'all laughed me out the building. By the end of the season, the consensus was
You said that.
he was the third best player in the league. Bron is not that anymore. The other two people that I had on my list, Bron was 3, AD was number 2, and KD is the best player in the league right now.
Nigga,
defensively,
please.
offensively.
Your list is
You see,
trash,
you crazy.
bro. Your
You
list
crazy.
is
You see what he did
The consensus from who?
from the media.
From who gives a damn about the media?
And you ain't say LeBron was the best player in the league when we had this conversation at the end of the season.
Why did I say he wasn't the best player in the league? Who did I say was the best player in the league?
I forget. You ain't say LeBron though.
I don't even remember having this conversation.
Convenient amnesia.
I know I didn't say Kawhi Leonard was the best player in the league like the consensus was saying.
Like the what?
You had him 5.
What's up with that
You had-
sassy consistency?
You had him number 5. So where he at right now?
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard still top 5.
Where in the top 5, boy?
Man,
Be careful, because your granny gonna get on you.
man. I gotta think about that. He Kawhi might be better than LeBron right now.
Man, look, stop detracting me from what I'm talking about.
All right,
man.
go ahead, man.
Kevin Durant is the Tekashi 6'9" of the
He's not
NBA,
the Tekashi
fam.
6'9" of the NBA.
Like, for real.
He not.
Like, what? Why are we talking so much?
Yeah. No, he does talk too much.
He's talking way too much.
He does talk. I mean,
Was this a surprise to you? Like
That Kevin Durant said
Like
this?
hearing them comments?
uh,
Like, if we want to talk about sassy and spicy, man, cupcake spice.
I don't know, man, because other players in the league be spicy. They just use their social media different.
What? Like, fam, are we
But that's
talking
what I'm
about?
saying.
Are we talking
Very
about
out
Kevin
here.
But
Durant?
no, what I'm saying is, other players be spicy, and they don't get no calls for it. They just use their social media different.
Like who?
Man, Brian be pretty spicy on social media, man.
Do he be spicy? He got a burner
You said
account?
Bron?
Brian be spicy, man.
How so?
When Brian be beefing with people on social media when his teammates, like when Kevin Love first went to Cleveland, when he was tweeting all the stuff, don't try to fit in. Work it out. It'll all work out in the end. This isn't about you. Blah,
How
blah,
many
blah.
years ago was that, fam?
Man, I'm just being spicy.
Damn, we
That
talking
was
about
being
something current going on right now.
Did he say that though?
More or less, bro. More or less.
No,
What you on with Bron,
you
bro?
try to make
I'm
it
a
sound
man.
sassy and spicy, dude.
If
You like Skip Bayless. You got an obsession with dude or something?
Why?
Because like everything
I
you say
don't-
draw back to him.
I don't think it's. I don't think
You try to make
what
it sound spicy and sassy too, man. What's with you, man?
Man, I'm saying, man, other players use their social media spicy, but everybody always want to talk about KD.
You gonna give us somebody other than LeBron?
Man, who else be
And you can't even give us nothing current with LeBron. You talking about something from 3 years ago?
Nah, Brian had some more current stuff. I had to look at it though. It was spicy when you tried to trademark Taco Tuesday.
I don't really think that
Dude,
was
you
spicy. That's business
reaching
move.
super hard.
Taco
today,
spicy,
man.
bro.
Man, you obsessed with Brian. You can't even give us another game.
Taco spicy, bro.
Man, segue or something.
No, go ahead.
Man, I'm sick of you, bro.
What you getting
Sick of you, man.
What you over there looking like Shannon Shaw right now? You okay,
I'm sick of
bro?
you,
You
bro.
mad, bro?
I'm sick of you.
You mad, bro?
Because I'm just trying to figure out why.
I'm just
you know
messing
what?
with you,
I'm
man.
not surprised. I'm not surprised that a lot of niggas in this world, man.
You not, bro?
I'm not surprised at KD. I'm not surprised at Tekashi. And I'm not surprised that you defending everybody.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Have you ever been surprised before? You
Come to think of it, probably not.
You ever had a surprise party?
Probably not.
Hey, text your wife and tell her throw you a surprise party next
Nope.
year, bro. Because you need to be surprised.
Nah, man.
You ain't surprised by
Nah, that just
shit.
mean I just know what's going on out here, man. I know what's going on out here in the streets, man. I see how y'all acting. And
Word.
you just fall in line with everybody.
Word.
You the Tekashi of baseline. That's what's going on, man. Baselines and beats exclusive.
Hey,
You're welcome.
everybody,
You're welcome,
this one is
Exclusive.
the Tekashi of Tekashis, man.
I'm dropping bombs, man.
This dude is out of control. Hey, you like the Oprah of Tekashis,
Hey.
bro. You a Tekashi. You a Tekashi.
Hey, I'm finna take this thing to another level, man. I'm dropping
You done call like 12 people Tekashi.
exclusive content, man.
Oh,
We
man.
got to call a spade out here.
That's
you know?
facts. No, but in all seriousness, though, I was just trying to play devil advocate, though. But the comments that KD made was corny, though. She was funny. Social media on Mars, though, man.
It is, man.
Y'all seen the clip with Fantasia and her husband that's been going around?
What was it? We was talking about submissive.
Submissive.
Yeah.
What did y'all take from that, man? Because I've been seeing both sides of the fence. I think Z been married the longest out of us three, man. So we gotta direct this one to you first, brother. You okay over there?
My eye watering a little bit.
Oh, okay.
A little dry in this room. So,
Kid got you some water over there if you
yeah, nah, I mean, I can't splash it in my eyes.
you need it, man.
Hey, man, you started off, man.
Oh, go ahead. My bad, bro. I'm laughing at this. You struggling, bro.
Got some water.
Got some water, bro. That's a kid.
Like it's a fact.
Oh wow!
I'm telling
man.
you, bro.
So the Fantasia clip, man. Her and her husband was basically talking about a man's and a woman's role in a relationship as it pertains to submission. Some people had a negative connotation with it. Some people was taking it. Some people was guys, girl, preach and all that, and that was Shields. And some people was, kind of. It was like both sides of the spectrum. But for me, I understood the message that they were saying. I got what they were saying. I think there's no one way that you can put like a box on a relationship. You know what I mean? So I think with issues like this, you always are gonna have debates because people for some reason think, no, it must be this way. No, it must be this way. You can look at your relationship from a religious context. You can look at your relationship just from however you look at it. You know what I mean? You and your spouse doing whatever. But I don't think it deserved like the backlash that it received either. But I'm trying to understand overall what was the problem with the video. I mean, what people were saying
about the video?
Yeah, it was some people that was mad. So for somebody on my Facebook was like, you ever hear the girls that refer to the other women like pick me women who try to say like, oh, they just doing this for attention. They want to draw more men in. What she was saying, it's a community of women who saying Fantasia is doing that.
Saying that a married woman is
Facts, which didn't make sense to me, but
I mean, I don't really understand. Well, I guess I kind of can understand, maybe not a negative backlash, but I can see why somebody would fight what was being said.
Okay.
One, I felt like when dudes started talking, her husband, when he started talking, I kind of felt like it wasn't like 100% genuine. I felt like he was like kind of laying it on a little thick
For the camera?
Yeah, for the camera. The camera's on. This is gonna go viral.
He fixed his hat a lot.
Let me sauce this up a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was kind of going on.
Okay.
Then he said, he was just running off these things of what you have to be as a man in order for your woman to submit to you. And he said, what did he say? He said something. He made a comment about the stock market. Like, you gotta know.
Gotta invest in What did he say?
He said something. No, it wasn't invest. He said something. You gotta know something with the stock market every day. Like something about the stock market.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really see how that
Translate.
how it translates to me being the head of my household and be able to lead my household in the proper way. When he first started off talking, like all I heard was finance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that can be kind of misleading because toward the end of the video, he started naming other things that, as a man, you need to be able to do in order to lead your household properly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to somebody about the video, and they didn't even get to the end part where he started naming all these other things. So if somebody has no idea, how to lead or is looking for advice, okay, what do I need to do in order to lead my household the proper way? All they gonna hear is you talk about finances once they cut this video off. And that's what happened to somebody I talked to. Like, they didn't even get to the end, so that's all that they heard. But I think it's so much more than that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, and like why I'm saying I think I can see why people would fight this, narrative that they created was because we as human beings, we complex, we not simple.
Right.
Like, we are wired in many different ways. I think if you look at, the different types of people there are, it's probably hundreds of thousands of different types of people. You know what I'm saying? And we all, like I said, wired in different ways. So I don't think you can confine us to one ideology, like you said, to follow this one way to do this thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that because the way your household is ran may not work for me, and how I run mine may not work for him, and Kit, and so on and so on and so on. So how can we confine marriage to this one ideology? I think you have to find what works best for you and your household, like, period. Because to me, the word submit, some people hear it and it's do what I say.
That's not what it is.
And I don't think that's it at all. I think submit means to trust what I say. Mm-hmm. And it goes both ways to me. I don't think this a one-way thing. No, I don't think it's a, her fully submitting to me. I think we submit to each other.
Mutual submission.
Yeah, and I think it's a mutual trust and respect for the ideas we have of how our marriage can work. It's just me.
Nah, you definitely on point with it though, because like marriage, not even just marriage, any relationship that's gonna be successful in any way, shape, form, or fashion, everybody got to be on the same page. Mm-hmm. So if one person, like you say, if like he had how it sound like the video came off, whatever, is like I'm the man of the house, I make the money, and you got to do what I say because I'm the man of the house, and you got to submit to me. That's how most people is taking it, whatever. But if you're gonna have a successful relationship, you got to know your partner, and your partner got to know you, and y'all got to work together. Y'all want to divide and conquer, whatever. If that works for y'all, then so be it. If you want to be the king of the castle and you make the money, and wifey stay home and cook the food and wash clothes, whatever. If that worked for y'all, that worked for y'all. But it's no like set blueprint to just say this is a successful relationship. This is how you be married for 20, 30, 40 years, whatever.
But you know where I think that come from though? I think that come from like people trying to stick to what the Bible says, and the Bible is how many years old. So, I think in today's society, we try to pick and choose which parts of the Bible we want to, okay, we need to stick by this. Okay, if we're going to stick by this, then
we got to stick by everything.
Everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you can. I think it's just like laws. Like laws need to be updated. So we need to update, this ideology because times have changed. Fact. Times have changed a lot. Family dynamics have changed. From years ago, people have, lots of things that, they still fighting today, which kind of create a problem for some women, even some men where, okay, I got a problem with you not submitting, and then for a woman, I got a problem to submit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot. I think it's a very deep issue, and I don't think it can be just as simple as we just lay this flat down with this one, way that this should go. I don't think we can go like that. You
definitely can't, because it's like I'm friends with a lot of different people, and I got friends that want their woman to completely submit to them and just got like a man's ideology of how a relationship supposed to go, whatever. Right. But at the same time, that relationship might not work out completely, and now you just told this girl to submit to you, blah, 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 such and such, whatever the case is, and that relationship ain't go nowhere. So now she has to leave that relationship and go get back on her feet. Yep. That don't work. But then, I got other friends who, are okay with, pitching in this 50-50, you do, I do me, right. We bring it together and we do us. And those relationships don't always work out neither. So you have to find what works for you and make that work. I always tell people all the time, you have to chase happiness. Once you find it, hold it with two hands, don't never let it go. Whether it be you find a man and submit to him.
I was deep, bro.
I try, bro. But whether it be for the ladies that you find a man and you submit to him, or if y'all both put it together, because sometimes you have the independent women, and not all women want to be like that.
Yeah, no, it's true.
There's no set blueprint on how you live your life and how you do your marriage, or whatever. Do what works for you. That's the only thing I can say about it.
Yeah, I like to look at, me personally, I like to look at it like a successful Fortune 500 company in which you need more than one person to become successful, right? So in my marriage, there's stuff that my wife is better than me at, and there's stuff that I'm better than her at. Off the back, she's more organized than me. She is like, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. She's able to run a schedule. I might be a little better than finances. So when this comes in, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of this. Then we discuss whatever. And it works because we move as a unit. Right. You know what I mean? I think the mutual submission is what works best for me, because I need to know that, when she needs it, I'm going to give it to her. And when I need it, she's going to give it to me. And it's kind of the yin yang concept, and you come together to make this greater thing. That's just always how I viewed it. So that's me personally. Some people like the Fantasia thing, that might work for them. Some people the opposite, it might work for them. Some people, hey, whatever we do 50-50, don't talk to me, I pay this, you pay this, and we never merge, whatever works for you, whatever works for you.
But like what you saying, I think that works because life is ever evolving, and it's gonna be ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? So if everything is leaning towards one person, if that person goes down, this whole ship going down. It's a wrap. It's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If everything on me, I can't have a sick day. Right. Because then we're going to crash. Right. You know what I mean? So you should be able, and like you said, when people follow, and there's nothing wrong with following the Bible, but people are following a lot of the traditions on there. A lot of these laws were written when women weren't allowed to work. Period. You know what I mean? They weren't supposed to work. The man was supposed to be head of the household and do every single thing. I don't know how realistic that is in 2019 with incomes and whatever. You know what I mean?
What's tricky about this, and I think, and this is just what I think.
Okay.
When people hear submission, the first thing they start doing is they start talking about finances. The person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with ain't based off finances.
This is true.
That's not based off that. You know what I'm saying? And if you try to base who you gonna be with off finances, it can go bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot of people in relationships and in marriages with people that they not supposed to be with because they based them off the wrong things. Mm-hmm. Because, you can kind of say, man, this person got to have this, and this, or I ain't fooling with them. But the person that you supposed to be with that's designed for you, they could be down on their luck when you meet them. You know what I'm saying? And if all you looking at is they wallet instead of looking their heart, I don't know. You could end up somewhere where you ain't supposed to be, and you end up unhappy, and you got finances and all these material things, but you going home every night to a broken heart. Like, I mean, who really wants that? Is that really a win?
Not at all.
Not a dub at all, man.
And I definitely got to agree with y'all because, I mean, from what you saying, how you supposed to choose your partner, and what you saying with 50-50 and everything, because me and my wife been together for almost 7 years. This weekend we actually make a year on our marriage and everything.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Drop a bomb for that. Air horns, all that kind of stuff.
Congratulations.
But yeah, and when I met her, she had like little tiny crappy little apartment and everything like that. I went up on nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? I was going nowhere quickly, and she told me straight up like, yo, hanging out with you, all that stuff's cool and all that kind of stuff, but if you're not finna turn it around, you're not finna go to school, do something, this ain't gonna work. Today I got 1 degree, working on the second one. She got 2 degrees and everything. She's working as a nurse and everything. For our household, she's better with handling money. Mm-hmm. I'm better at, cooking and all that kind of stuff. She's more, tedious and planned out. I'm cool with executing all that kind of stuff. She don't drive as well as I do. I drive if we go somewhere we know for sure I'm driving and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Even simple stuff. I'll wash the clothes. She just got to fold them.
Whatever work.
Compromise, whatever work. You just got to figure out what the plan going to be and execute it together.
Facts.
That's what I'm with, man. I know we had one more. We might have to kind of out of time for the show. We're going to bump it to the next episode, man. It's real dope. The R&B versus hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little drawn out, though. So
we come back on that.
Yeah, I want to come back to that one, man, because I think it's gonna get a lot of interesting conversations. But
what else can draw some interesting conversation is
oh shit.
Go ahead. No, you want to get it out? Get it. Go ahead,
bro.
Go ahead.
I'm chilling,
we say that one for next episode too.
Coolin', man.
Say that one for next episode.
Man, you see how you segue into next episode and shit now, man?
Next episode.
Damn. Out here, boy.
That has been this week's episode of the Baselines of Beats podcast. We appreciate all the love and support, man. Please continue to like, share, follow, comment, all that, man. Find us everywhere your podcast is found. Z, holla at the people, brother.
Definitely, like you said, make sure you like and sharing and comment and everything. A lot of times I see people out in these streets, they tell me that they watch this podcast or they like that last episode and all that kind of stuff. So if you were watching this episode, comment below. Let us know what you thought. Tell us something. And before I let Shields give out these roses, I'm pretty sure he got... I got to give a shout out to my mom and my stepdad. They just made 11 years on their marriage today. So go ahead and give that to them.
Beautiful thing, man.
And
congratulations,
y'all. My auntie Angie has been dying to get a shout out on the show. So shout out to my auntie over at the Soul Sisters Cafe, the mistress that be in the back.
Salute, Auntie Angie.
Hooking up
Angie, what up? We need a plate of food over
Yeah,
here.
man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring y'all some Soul Sisters one day when we in here on the pod.
Big facts.
We need that.
And shout out to my Uncle Scooby too, because he be back there making sure my auntie Angie, don't be tripping. And
salute, Uncle Scooby.
So definitely shout out to everybody over there, and that's all we got. Chills, what you got?
My gold roses for today, baby, goes to, you guessed it, Barry, and Barry. My man been out here working on the segways.
Man.
We segueing so smoothly out here,
smooth
bro.
out here, man.
I'm talking, we segueing so smooth. We segueing to next episode.
Like, Joe, we just glided right into that,
like,
man.
who does that, fam?
This guy.
So the gold roses for today goes to my man, Javon Berry. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
I never thought this day would come, man. I just want to thank my moms, man. I've been working on Segway. I even learned how to spell the word Segway.
Oh.
Titled it for last episode, so appreciate that.
Notice that. That's where it all started.
Well, it all started, man.
Baby steps. Episode 21. We finally got it together, and we no longer are using. Let's make another transition.
Let's change lanes real quick, fellas.
So while we giving out the gold roses, we gonna put out some red roses as we bury the words. Let's make another transition.
It's out of here, man. We in there, man.
Baselines and beats. We out. See y'all next time.
Peace.